Hello everyone, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars. My name's Jack, I'm here with Ben today.
Hello.
We've got another episode of Guitar Hall. Hope you've all been doing well. This week we've got some really rare finds which I'm looking forward to showing you guys. Let's get straight into it and show you the first guitar.
Okay guys, so we're going to start with an absolute bang here with a Gibson. So you can see, lovely custom shop case, and look at that. Do I even need to say anything? So this one is an R8 in poppy burst, and this one's actually a made to measure one, which means not only is it from the custom shop, but this was custom made for a dealer or a customer. Was it a dealer, Jack?
Yeah, dealer spec.
Yeah. So this, I mean, I'm not too sure, but I think this must be quite a recent one, maybe like a 2020 one, because they've got the really dark, I think it's aniline dye backs, and you've got the bleed over to the binding. But most importantly, just look at that top. So the great thing about the poppy burst, it's almost like an aged lemon burst, because you've got a little bit of a dark hue around the edge of the burst, almost a bit green in person. But apart from that, you've got standard R8 specs, nice big neck that's really rounded. This one's actually really lightweight. I imagine it's probably like Honda and mahogany maybe on the back. Classic pickups, and yeah, I really like this one. I think I might take it myself.
Okay, so next up, you've probably guessed it by the hard case. Here we have a rather nice Fender Strat. So this is a 50s original in Aztec gold. You can tell that it's a 50s by the maple board, and the fact that it's got a skunk strip on the back of the neck there also. Yeah, but these are really good value for money, these guitars. One of my favourite series that Fender have brought out, nitro finish. It's really good condition, this one as well. Still got the cellophane on the pick guard and the back plate. Yeah, Aztec gold I think was originally produced on the early Fender guitars in 1961, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, but you seldom see these original series in Aztec gold, so this is quite a nice find, this one. It's got the original case, it's got all the paperwork still in there also. See that this will be going up for sale shortly.
Okay guys, so we've got another special Gibson. So this is a Gibson Usa, and as you can see by the case, this is a 2015 model where they were experimenting with some pretty cool stuff.
Crazy robotic tuners and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah, so this is another birth of that. So if we look from the front, you know, it looks like a normal Paul, but then you turn it to the side and we get some crazy stuff going on. But yeah, Jack, do you want to go through the specs on this beast?
Yeah, so there's not really much to talk about. Obviously this came out during a period when Gibson weren't producing their best guitars. This originally had the robotic tuners, but as you can imagine, like with most people, they changed them for Grovers or Occlusions and whatnot. So the robotic tuners are still included, but this one has Grovers on them. Like Ben said, it's a thin body designed.
Okay, so the monolith features on here is that we've got a wider neck profile. So this is a lot wider than most Les Pauls, are normally quite round. This one's like almost like a D shape. As you said, very thin body. And we've got these Grover tuners with the keystone tips, I think. They keystone?
Yeah, keystone.
Yeah, and we've also got this weird roller nut, I think. It's like a zinc almost nut.
Yeah, it's a really unusual guitar. It's quite popular for people that just want sort of a light Gibson. You've got coil tap at the bottom there also, and all the other pots just work as standard. I think the pickups on this are 59, well they're 498, 490Rs.
Yeah, that's what's in the customs, yeah.
Yeah, fairly hot pickups, so it's got a bit of growl, this, it's really willow.
So if you can see here, they've got a little Allen key adjustment. I think that's like a locking bridge so it doesn't fall off. So really just kind of like the next generation of a Les Paul with some, you know, upgraded appointments. So guys, another Gibson again. This one is slightly different. We've got a Les Paul Custom this time. So unfortunately, this one's already sold, but we'll show you it anyway, just to make you jealous. So this is got Randy Rhoads vibes all over, but this is basically a Les Paul Custom in buttercream. So it kind of has almost that aged white look. So if you're wanting a Les Paul Custom that looks like it's actually from the 80s, with the kind of aged, creamed out whites, then this is kind of the colour to go for. But yeah, this is really, really nice. As I'm seeing here, it looks like it's the 70th anniversary model, which is pretty cool. Completely clean, no Voss or no aging in sight. But yeah, these guitars are great. Ebony board, custom inlays and all that other stuff. But yeah, that is a sexy guitar, isn't it, Jack?
If I was
Would you like to
over the last 4 months, if I had to pick a Gibson, which we've had in, I'll probably pick this.
That's a lovely Les Paul Custom in buttercream.
So next up, I've got another really nice Fender. Now I've had a few of these in the past, and they're really hard to get hold of, really collectible, and for good reason. This is a Fender Custom Shop 1960s Cunetto Strat. So the Cunetto Strats were produced, I think, between the late 1996 and 1998. And we know it's a Cunetto Fender Custom Shop Strat by the embossed Custom Shop logo on the back of the headstock. Now we'll be talking more about this guitar in another video, so I won't go into too much detail. But really collectible Strat. There's a lot of hype around these. This one in particular is all original, apart from the pickups. So the pickups on these are actually hand wound Abbey pickups from, I think, 2000. I think they're marked as. But everything else on this guitar is original. It's got the original paperwork also. And this is also Yamaha hand-picked. And we know that because it's got the little Yamaha music handbook there as well. So it's hand-picked based on how it looked basically and how it played. So in other words, it's a good version of a Cunetto guitar.
So yeah, so basically what we have here is a Tremonti in a cool, I'm gonna say it's burnt maple leaf, is it?
It's
or something along those lines.
Yeah, you would think it's burnt maple leaf, but I think they referred to it as like a red charcoal burst or something like that. Yeah, to be
fair, I think it's a little bit darker on the red.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of two then, I guess, because you have the charcoal. But anyway, you can tell this is a Tremonti because you've got the uncovered pickup in the bridge, which is just so cool, and then you've got your covered in the neck, three-way switch. But yeah, it's just kind of like standard Tremonti specs, just like that one up there. Apart from we've got a beautiful flame maple neck with the same matching finish. And as always with PRS, obviously being very stylish, we have the handwritten serial number and the open gear tuners, which I just love. But yeah, got anything else to add to this one, Jack?
It's just, the first thing I noticed was like the flame top on this is just gorgeous. It's like almost a chevron, hasn't it? But yeah, you've got abalone bird inlays as well, which is nice. I mean, this guitar is really, really high grade materials. Well, it's got really, really high grade materials. The flame maple, the one-piece mahogany at the back's beautiful. The flamage on the neck as well. It's really tight and there's a lot of it. It's just a stunning guitar. You would think it's a Woodlide, but it's actually an artist package. So yeah, it's really good value for money for what we're going to have it listed as. And yeah, can't wait to get it online.
So another PRS now.
So this is the holy grail of PRS, isn't it?
Yeah, get close in there. Look at that, lovely. Modern Eagle. So, I used to actually own a Modern Eagle a long time ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago, but you know.
Who'd you sell it to?
Remember I bought it for you, but look at this is awesome. So, yeah, basically you have a satin finish here, wraparound tailpiece, and Yeah, I mean, is this a solid rosewood? Let's have a look. Let's
solid Brazilian rosewood neck.
So yeah, lovely. Oh my God, look at that. Figuring for days. So yeah, these are just great guitars. I mean, I think the modern Eagle's like their best, and all the up-to-date technology all put into one guitar. So I think they've had like 7 modern Eagles, have they?
They've had a lot.
I don't know what the up-to-date technology on this one was, but it looks pretty cool. It's all satin. Got a lovely top there. I think this is like a faded blue denim, isn't it?
Yeah, faded blue denim.
Yeah, so really, really nice. And yeah, got anything else to add?
Yeah, pretty much all the faded denim blue ones that you can get sort of around now have all faded like this. So this is fairly normal for this finish to fade. There's a lot of hype around these guitars, mainly because people just think they play absolutely incredible, and it does. But the fact that it's got solid Brazilian rosewood neck and board as well just adds to the whole appeal.
And just reading this Cardinal Jack, it has a nitro finish.
Does
which
it?
is quite rare for PRS.
Oh yeah.
Extremely thin for amazing, allows the wood to resonate freely.
Yeah, I was going to say for a satin finish, it's going to have to be very, very thin.
Interesting. Right. Well, that's
we'll get you to play this later on. See how it sounds.
I'll gladly oblige.
Okay, so next up we've got another PRS. And this is a Prs Mccarty in a tortoise shell finish, root beer finish, tortoise shell, I'm not too sure. One of the two. Quite unusual to see bird inlays on a Mccarty. This one being a very early one as well. And boom, it's got a solid rosewood neck, which makes it a McRosy. Just a bit of slang they use in among the PRS enthusiasts. So yeah, really nice solid rosewood neck on this one. You also got gold hardware. And all your usual sort of like Mccarty spec, Mccarty pickups.
They got the reveal binding.
Yeah.
And this is named after Ted McCarty even, who was like the main developer for Gibson guitars right at the start. He was responsible for like the V and the Explorer and stuff like that. So I think he worked with PRS for a little bit, and then they came up with this model, but you can kind of see how it takes a little bit of that Les Paul type kind of anatomy with obviously the 2 humbuckers and the wrap tailpiece. But yeah, I think that's why they call it McCarty, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, more or less. So next up,
we've got a cool Gibson Custom 330. So this one's got Beatles vibes all over. The cool thing about this obviously is the custom finish. So this is what we call Beale Street Blue, and if anyone knows from like Memphis, these were made in Memphis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Beale Street obviously being where all like the blues bands and stuff used to play on that strip. You've got a really nice deep blue. In person, it's got quite a lot of. If you put it in the light, it gets quite bright, and as you kind of move it away, it gets quite dark. So from a distance, you might mistake it for black. But yeah, the cool thing about 330 is, if you don't know, it's a fully hollow guitar, as you can hear. You've got P90 pickups, and as I said, probably the most famous guy who used these was probably like John Lennon in the Beatles.
We've got another PRS. So this is a PRS Custom 24 30th anniversary with 8515 pickups and a 10 top. I'm not too sure about the finish on this one, but I think it's Angry Larry finish.
What a name.
Yeah. You've obviously got the bird in flight inlays on the fretboard there. And you've got the binding which goes on the front face of the fretboard rather than the side. Same on the headstock as well, which looks rather nice.
But yeah, I mean, not really much more to say really. I mean, it's just kind of a standard 24, custom 24, so you've got 5-way switch, volume, tone. Cool thing about this is you have the mixed matched hardware, which is obviously that you've got the brass saddles and then the chrome piece and, you know, mixed matched screws and stuff, which is really stylish. Open gear and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a cool guitar. Quite weird looking for a PRS, I guess. I guess you don't really normally see these black
outlines. It's unusual to have like all the binding work but on the body, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very interesting piece, that. To finish this off...
Really?
Okay, to finish this off, we've got a Music Man. So this one's really cool. Yeah, you want to get in close to this one. It's a awesome blue finish. And as you can see, it's an Axis. They kind of remind me of the Wolfgangs. These aren't a Wolfgang though, are they? They're an Axis.
Yeah.
But they look like a Wolfgang.
Yeah.
I think it's like the Eddie Van Halen type design, isn't it?
Yeah.
The cool thing about these is they always get a bit of bird's eye maple on the back, with a little bit of flame. It's kind of a bit of everything really. Zebra pickups, cool kind of features like the Floyd Rose with, and you got like the truss rod adjustments down there, like the wheel, so you can get to that easily. But yeah, 1 volume, great for the shredders, or someone who just wants to look really cool. So guys, that brings us to the end of another video. As you can see from all the cases down there, we've brought in a lot of guitars this week, and we'd just like to thank you for all your support on these videos on our YouTube channel and our Instagram. If you liked any of the licks I played in this video or any demos that I ever do and you want to learn how to play guitar like me, reach out to me on Instagram. I do lessons as well over Skype, as well as these demos. But yeah, I mean, great selection of guitars this week. I think my favorite guitar was the Poppy Burst R8. It's just got a great tone, it's just over there. I think I might pick that up later. But yeah, what was yours, Jack? What was your favorite?
I like the Buttercream Les Paul Custom, I think.
Pure Randy Rhoads vibe to that.
Yeah.
Make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.